Hi, my name is Terry Harrington, and I would like to welcome you to a new edition of Technically Speaking. Technically Speaking is a monthly program produced by St. Clair County RESA that features the St. Clair County Technical Education Center. We will show you what is offered and give you an in-depth look at the variety of programs of study provided at TEC. Not only will you get the opportunity to meet and see what students are doing, you'll even have the chance to meet TEC staff members and alumni. In this edition of Technically Speaking, we are looking at another one of the great programs at TEC's Information Technology Academy. This class is dedicated to training students in computer technology and networking. Like most technology-dependent jobs in Michigan and across the country, the job opportunities for those trained in information technology are growing. According to the Bureau of Labor Market Information and Strategic Initiatives, there's an expected growth of more than 30% in the number of technology-related jobs in the Metro Detroit area over the next 3 years. This area also includes St. Clair County. And that growth in jobs, the expected hourly wage is between $29 an hour up to as high as $52 an hour, depending on the job classification. TEC's Information Technology program has a great future potential, and we're going to learn much more about this program with TEC instructor Bill Saunders when we come back from this break, so don't go away. Well, we've made our way down to the Information Technology classroom here at the St. Clair County Technical Education Center, and I'm joined with the instructor of the Information Technology program, Bill Saunders. Welcome to Technically Speaking.
Thank you.
Bill, all of the instructors here at TEC are experts in their areas, so give us a little bit about your background in information technology.
Well, my background actually started here at TEC. It was not in the Information Technology program, it was in the CAD program, and from there I moved into working as an engineer out in industry, and from there I found that I had an interest in computers and decided to go back to college. At that point was when I actually started my own computer company and worked there for many years, and then slowly moved myself into this position.
Great. One of the things about technology, it's a pretty broad area, and in our areas, we hear a lot about information technology or instructional technology or education technology. Can you kind of separate what those are, and then how does your program fit into that?
Sure. Education technology, I think, deals with the technology used to instruct and teach students, and information technology is what we primarily teach our students, which is going to be the A+, the Net+, and Security Plus courses here at TEC. And the instructional materials, the things that we use to help facilitate those students through that coursework. For instance, we use smart boards, we use our online learning tools, we have other various tools that we use throughout the classroom to help facilitate those students in learning the material they need to learn.
So obviously your class uses an awful lot of technology to deliver instruction for your kids.
Yes, absolutely.
Give us kind of a synopsis of your program. What's all involved here?
Okay, first when students arrive, the first thing we're going to go through, which is our CompTIA A+ course. This course deals primarily with PC repair and also the troubleshooting and installation of software. Then we move them into a networking course, which is our CompTIA Net+, and there they're going to learn how to troubleshoot and install and configure networks within a building or a large company.
What kind of skills are your students learning as a result of being a participant in the information technology program?
The different skills that they learn is going to be anything from the PC repair, troubleshooting, all the way up through being a network administrator.
Are there certifications that the students can earn as part of this program?
Yes. Currently, our students do not have an end-of-course certification as far as the state's concerned, but we do have national certifications that our students will be able to sit for. We have our CompTIA A+ and Net+ certification. And both of those certifications, students can actually do those directly at TEC, even though they are a national certification.
What does that allow them to do then?
That shows that they have the skill set and the knowledge to be able to work out in industry as either a PC technician or a network technician.
And my guess is there's a pretty good demand for the students coming out of your program.
Oh, absolutely. Everywhere, it doesn't matter what type of company you move into, they're going to need some sort of PC repair or networking technician to facilitate and troubleshoot their networks.
Is this program really a stepping stone for the kids to go on to college and then into the career, or can they jump right into the career coming out of your program?
It's really nice because it gives them the opportunity to do both. They can go out and directly through the first year program be able to go out and work as a PC technician or a network technician. Also, it gives them a nice stepping stone into college, and actually our second year part of the program, students will attend Baker College, and at Baker College they will learn a higher skill set, which is going to be the Cisco training.
Does the students in this program have a chance to touch some of the other areas too, and a lot of other job things, not just computer technology?
I would say they have a little bit. Primarily, it's going to be working on the computer, the networking, but through the second year program, through the Cisco program, they will be able to work on the infrastructure of the network. So it's not just primarily working with the PC itself, they're working also with the infrastructure of the network.
Great. What kind of skills do the students need to bring to your program to be successful here?
They really need to have a willingness to learn. They have to be excited about technology and really want to have the desire to succeed.
What are some of the things that they're going to do in the classroom, some of the hands-on stuff that they get to do?
What we do in the classroom is we have a bunch of different types of labs that they will work on. It's anything from replacing a hard drive all the way through troubleshooting a DNS problem that won't allow a computer to connect to the internet.
Usually when we think of people involved with this kind of technology and working with computers and all that, we think of the guys right away.
Right.
What about the girls, the females? They have an opportunity here, and do you find some of them taking advantage of it?
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of our students, the female students, do very well in this program. They're very competitive, especially because of it being primarily a male-dominated industry, that they really have the desire to want to do well, and they really succeed in the program.
Do you find most girls really flourish once they get out and into the work world too?
Absolutely.
Great. Now, a lot of the programs here at TEC too also have the opportunity to compete, whether it's in Skills USA or some of the other organizations. Do your students have that opportunity too?
Yes. Currently we participate in Skills USA. This is going to be the third year that I've been participating in Skills USA. We've done very well for the past 2 years. First year we went first in states, and we made all the way to nationals. Last year we took first, second, and third at states, and we made fourth place at nationals. And currently this year we're just finishing up our regional contest, and we've got 5 students that are moving on to states. So we'll hopefully see in April how well we do.
Says a lot for how you instruct the kids and the talent of the students that come in your program.
Absolutely.
If a mom or dad were watching and they're thinking about having their son or daughter come to TEC, what would you tell them, and then what would you tell them about coming into your program?
Well, I would tell them that it is a very rigorous program. We do cover a lot of material, but we have fun while we're doing it. The students get a lot of hands-on experience. As well as that, they also, between the first year and second year, will earn a total of 44 college credits. The 28 of the second year ones are actual direct Baker College credits. And so that starts their transcript at college, so they have that foundation that moves them into a college degree.
Great. Well, Bill, thanks so much for sharing about the information technology program. When we come back, we're going to have the opportunity to meet a couple of the fine students here and see some of the things that they're learning, so don't go away.
I'm lucky. Let me help you with that. I get to do something I love. It has nothing to do with touchdowns or titles.
Everybody bring it in.
I get to play a part in the life of someone just starting out.
How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork?
I help keep kids in school,
Good.
and that's the name of the game. My name is Ladainian Tomlinson. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
Welcome back to Technically Speaking. I'm sitting in the Information Technology classroom at the St. Clair County Technical Education Center. And joining me now is the junior student from Marysville High School, Jonathan Robbins. Jonathan, welcome.
Welcome.
Jonathan, what made you decide to come to Tech, and then particularly the Information Technology program?
Well, I wanted to get ready for college and stuff and get certifications before I go to college and get a step ahead of the game.
Do you like playing with technology and computers?
Yeah, it's real fun and it's always something new to learn.
Good. Is that something that you plan to go on to through college and then for a career?
Yeah, most likely. And then maybe expand on it a little bit, go in a different field.
Okay. Now, when we talk about technology, it's a pretty broad field. Anything specifically that you want to go into?
I was thinking about like cybercrime, like internet security and different things that you can do on the internet and protect people's data, companies' finances, and different stuff that you have to transmit on the internet.
Now, you're not learning to be a hacker, are you?
No.
Okay, good. What are some of the things that you're learning in the class?
We're learning a lot of like different parts of the computer and different like ways to troubleshoot certain problems that occur when you're using the computer.
What do you like best of the class so far?
I like a lot of the hands-on labs because it gets you like hands-in, gets you like working with the different types of problems that you're gonna have to experience in real life.
Describe what a typical week is like here in the program for you.
We start off probably on a Monday reading the chapter about what we're gonna learn about. And then Tuesday we'll probably do a hands-on lab and work through a lab manual and do different steps to troubleshoot different problems. And then on Wednesday we'll do lab sim videos that show us different ways about the stuff that we're learning about troubleshooting or what a certain type of memory is or different types of parts.
Now, you mentioned lab sim. What is that?
Lab sim is like a virtual training where you watch videos that'll teach you about certain aspects of the computer, and then you do virtual labs through it, and then they have like information sheets that you read that give you different aspects of it. Okay. And then you take a quiz at the end. Okay, great. Now, I know you've got lab sim set up for us, so why don't you walk us through a demonstration? This is a video that we watch.
Okay, so everything always, you can hear and see at the same time,
Yep.
right? So it's almost like online learning then.
Yeah, and you can even have like closed captioning if you want to just read with him as he talks. And then he demonstrates the problem and how different ways to fix it.
Oh, okay. So this is really demonstrating something that hypothetically would be a problem you'd be trying to fix.
Yeah.
And then show you how to do that. Okay.
Yeah. And the different methods that you could use to fix the problem.
Okay. Can you explain what we're seeing on the screen?
Right now he is working in command prompt. That can be used to troubleshoot like networking problems or test your network connection, or like it can be used with a lot of stuff like different permissions, or like if you want to make a file or add security to the file.
So this is something that's pretty common for anybody using a Windows-based computer then?
Yes.
Okay. Not something you use on Mac, right?
No.
Okay, great. Now, is this something that somebody would, basic troubleshooting skill that this is teaching here?
Yes, because like for Skills USA, we had to change the permissions for a certain user with a certain file, and you do that all through command prompt using CACLS or trib commands.
Okay. And this is just a teaching tool so you can learn how to do that?
Yes.
Talk a little bit about Skills USA. How'd you like that competition this year?
It's a lot of fun. We had our locals. I got third at locals.
Good.
And then we just had our regional competition, which was a lot of fun. And now we have states coming up in a couple weeks.
Did you make it to states?
Yep.
Great. How much is the pressure on that for you?
It's a lot of studying and a lot of time devoted to it and working on different things for it, getting prepared.
It's got to be pretty exciting to see how you stack up to other students learning the same thing, isn't it?
And it gets you a little ahead of the game, gets you more hands-on time with different like parts and stuff.
You have a lot of practice?
Yeah.
That's good. So.
A lot of practices.
Oh, great. Well, Jonathan, thanks so much for showing us a little bit about the program and some of the things that you're learning here into the information technology program.
Thank you.
And good luck at the States.
Thanks.
Also joining me now on the program is Kevin Barberry from Algonac High School. Kevin, welcome to the program.
Hi.
So what made you decide to come to Tech and take information technology?
Well, I enjoy doing a lot of things on the computer at my own house, and I just enjoy computers in the long run, and I would like to be a computer technician when I get older.
Great, great. Now, how long have you been using computers at home?
Probably about like 4 years or
Wow,
so.
okay, right back when you were in middle school then.
Yeah, that's probably when I started.
Now, are you getting some training at home from dad or from mom or anything, or is this pretty much your self-taught up to this point?
I'm pretty much self-taught until I got into this class, but I learned mostly what I know in this class.
Good. Anything kind of surprised you that as you were starting to work on computers?
Oh yeah, command prompt was pretty hard to memorize all the commands and everything like that.
Oh, okay. And I'm sure it's something if you don't use it, you lose it, right?
Yeah,
That type of thing.
definitely.
So, what are the one things you like best about this class?
It's a lot of hands-on things. It's a pretty big, like, it's a group effort. You know, everyone enjoys working together, and we learn a lot of good stuff in this class.
I guess that's one of the nice things about tech. There is a lot of hands-on activities, not just learning theory out of the book, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. What are some of the other things that you do in class? And I know Jonathan gave us a pretty good list. What other things do you do in this class?
Like he said, lab sims, obviously. We do things called board races, where he will ask us a definition for a term, and we press a button, and whoever hits it first gets to answer the question. And yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great. So what kind of a career are you looking to have, and are you looking to go into college once you finish your program?
Yeah, I definitely want to go into college for this, but probably something to do with networking security or like network administration, something like that, or a computer technician.
Well, that's great. And obviously this program will really pave the way for you on that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Any particular college you're looking to go to for the program?
Either Baker or University of Michigan.
Oh, okay. And obviously, just about anywhere you work anymore, you have to have network administrators, don't you?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
So I would say your job prospects are going to be pretty good for you, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, a lot.
Great. Now you got a bunch of stuff sitting here on the table here. You're going to do a demonstration for them. Why don't you tell me about what we're going to do?
Okay, well, today I'm going to show you how to terminate an Ethernet cable, which
Okay.
is used to connect a computer to a network and send data between computers. This right here is a Cat5e cable,
Okay.
which you take a RJ45 connector, which is inside this bag, and you end up putting it on the end of this, and this is how you connect it to the network.
Okay. I guess we should explain too, obviously they're not going to be able to see this on camera, but there's quite a few little wires in there.
Yes, there's 8 different wires. They're color-coded right here. I have the order you're supposed to put them in.
Oh, okay. So
And-
that's basically an industry standard then, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so explain how we would terminate a Cat5e cable.
All right, well, basically you take your cable, and then you take your wire stripper.
Okay. So you have to have the right tool, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You take it like this, and what this basically does is it takes this blue sheath off of it, so you can access the wires the inside of it. Take it out of this, and you pull this out, and then you got all these wires right here. I like to take this and cut this off.
Okay, and that's just a sleeve or something that
Yeah.
just keeps them together inside
Just
the
to get-
sleeve, right?
Yeah, you just want to get rid of this. Okay. And then what you want to do is you want to untwist these wires so you can separate them, so you can prepare it to be put inside of the RJ45 connector.
Okay. Now these cables, these are pretty common even in a home application.
Oh yeah, they're very, very widely used. Pretty much any home will have these kind of cables.
Okay. I was going to say, I think mine, I have a putty color, I have a gray color at home, but they all pretty much do the same thing, don't they?
Yeah. What I like to do is I like to take this and go like this to straighten the wires out, so
Oh,
to
okay.
separate them. So I'm going to do that.
Okay. Now, have you ever seen them make this kind of cable before? Quite an
Yeah.
interesting process.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of being stubborn.
Yeah, never an easy task.
Yeah.
Because they're we're twisted into what, 4 pair? Is that how
Yeah.
it was twisted? Okay.
Yeah, 2 wires and there's 4 pairs.
Okay. So, using the tool that way would be a lot easier than just twisting.
Yeah, because it would make them like not straight, and you want your wires to be as straight as possible.
All right, so we have the code here. And
Yeah.
of course, you can see it's all color-coded. So the first terminal will have what? Orange and a white.
Yeah, orange, white.
Okay.
And then it will go orange,
Okay.
green, white, blue, blue, white, green, brown, white, brown.
Okay, and obviously if you don't have them connected the right way in each terminal,
It will not work right.
not work at all. Is there any kind of damage that you can do to a computer if you didn't have it wired properly?
No, it wouldn't damage the computer, but you wouldn't be able to connect to your network properly.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so now that I got my wires in order, I need to cut this so it's shorter.
Okay.
Okay, let me get a RJ45 connector out of this bag here and trim this just a little bit shorter.
And these terminals are only about, what, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch long?
Yeah,
So not very long, so.
Okay. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, now you just want to take this and slide it into
Now
the
I've noticed
connector.
the wiring I've done at home, I've had to strip off the ends and do all of that. You don't have to do that with these, do you?
No, that's what this is for. This
Okay.
it's called a crimping tool. What you do is you take your cable and you put it into this tool, and what it does is when you go like this, it pushes the pins into the wire.
Oh, okay.
So
that
it's like
makes it real
stripping the
simple.
wire for
Yeah.
you. Yeah. But anyways, this is pretty much all it is. You just do this to both sides, and then you're ready to go.
Now, is this something that you would even do at a Skills USA competition as well?
Maybe. We didn't have to do it at the last ones, but maybe in future Skills USA things we may have to.
Okay. Kevin, just one last question. If a student came up to you, one of your classmates at Algonac, and said, hey, Kevin, why should I consider going to Tech? What would you tell them?
I would tell them it's because it's a very good class. There's a lot of jobs in the industry for it, and it's very fun, and there's a lot of group efforts.
Okay, great. Well, Kevin, thank you for joining us. And it's time for us to take another break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to a student who's from the program and already going to college, so don't go away.
All right, guys, we got to be smarter about what we bite on, okay? I want everyone to go outside. We're going to run Red Rover on 3.
What about you, Tony?
I'm going to run around in circles, flat my arms, and make engine noises like this.
When it comes to playing, we kids are the pros.
We're eating right, too.
We fuel up.
To play 60!
If your school doesn't have a program, be a leader. Start one.
Click today and join the movement.
Welcome back to Technically Speaking. We're still in the Information Technology classroom at the St. Clair County Technical Education Center, and joining me now is Dylan Cracklin, a senior at Marysville High School, but you're also a college student too.
I am.
Where are you going to college, and how is that working out with your whole schedule?
I go to Baker, and I go from noon to 2, so it's not too bad. I get out of Marysville around 11:30, and then we just drive up to Baker, get lunch.
Now, you're also a tech student too, though, so
Yeah.
how's all that fitting together?
At the end of the year, they take 24 kids between the AM and PM sessions, the first year students, and they pick, I believe, 12 from each one. They send you to Baker, and Tech pays for everything, your books, everything. All you have to do is provide your own transportation, and you get to go to college.
So obviously you're studying something to do with information technology. What is it you're studying at Baker?
You're studying for your CCNA certification, which is Cisco Certified Network Associate. Basically has to do with routers, switches, wireless, all the different network sides of information technology, basically.
Okay, so what will that allow you to do once you get your certification?
I could be a network administrator, a junior network administrator. Basically, opens up the networking side of information technology. I can do the routing for companies, all the different security. Basically, opens up everything.
Wow. So how many credits can you earn at Baker while you're still a Tech/Marysville student?
44 actually.
Wow,
by the time I graduate, and I go to night classes, so I end up with around 60. At the end of the year, I think I'll graduate with around 60 credits.
Do you find those classes are a lot tougher than what Mr. Saunders has here in this program?
No class is really tough if you study for it and do what you're supposed to. I mean, it's not too bad, and I'm genuinely interested in what I'm doing, so I don't find any of it too hard.
Okay, good. What do you hope to do with all this information technology knowledge that you're getting right now?
Hopefully finish off my own college, and I want to go to college and open my own business eventually. Own my own business.
In a technology-related field,
yeah.
obviously?
One day in the future, hopefully.
Oh, good.
Be my own boss.
What advice would you give to tech students, especially the juniors that are in the program now that may want to attend Baker next year as part of this program?
Study. Make sure you remember everything. Subnetting. Focus when you start studying for the Net Plus. I didn't really, and then I had to relearn everything. I learned it at the end of the year, and then summer came and went back at the beginning of the year and didn't remember half of it, so I had to relearn everything I learned.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of bit myself in the butt there.
Is it really worth the effort to go to Baker as part of the tech program as well?
Yeah, it's really worth the effort. You learn a lot there. The instructor is one of the smartest guys I've ever met, and it's a really, really good opportunity. The tech pays for it, so you save yourself some money there.
Okay. What advice would you give to high school students thinking, I'm not so sure tech's for me? What advice would you give them?
There's no reason not to try it. That's kind of what I said because I'd heard a lot about tech and mixed reviews, and then I said, well, you know what, it's worth a shot. We'll see if I like it. If not, I can switch out, and it's done nothing but open up opportunities for me, give me a lot more potential than I would have.
So it helps you give a pretty good resume just coming out of high school, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my resume looks a lot different than it would if I would have stayed in high school.
Now, is this your original program you had at Tech, or were you in another one?
Yeah, this was my #1 pick. It was either this or construction. I was like, if I don't get information technology, there's not really anything else I want, so find something useful.
And I think, too, the way technology is going, there always will be a need for network administrators, won't there?
It's growing every day. Always going to be job opportunities for me.
Great. Well, Dylan, thank you for joining us on Technically Speaking and sharing a little bit about your experience here with information technology.
Yep.
Great. We'll be back in just a moment, so don't go away. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Technically Speaking. We hope that you've enjoyed the look at information technology program. We'd like to thank the instructor Bill Saunders and his students. To learn more about information technology or any other tech program, please go to the St. Clair Tech website at sctech.org. We hope to see you next time on Technically Speaking.